The following is taken directly from the AA.org website on their information page. What to expect at an AA meeting. There are a variety of formats for AA meetings, and each meeting takes on the feel of their local area. At most meetings, you'll hear members talk about what drinking did to them and to those around them. Most also share what actions they took to stop drinking and how they're living their lives today. The purpose of all meetings is for AA members to share their experience, strength, and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism.
You ever heard the expression, meeting makers make it? Another one I've heard is, I come to meetings so I can find out what happens to people who don't go to meetings. How important are meetings? I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys. But if I go 2 or 3 days without a meeting, I feel it. I know the difference between me after a meeting and me before a meeting. A lot of times these meetings, it's not even so much what I receive, but what I contribute that creates the meeting. I'll never forget going to my sponsor and telling him, he says, "Did you go to that meeting last night?" "Yeah." "Well, how was it?" "It sucked." He goes, "The meeting sucked. What did you bring to it?" I've always been one to contribute when it comes to meetings. As you guys can tell, I'm not afraid to talk. It's equally as important to listen. A lot of people, and I've learned this especially with sponsees, a lot of people just want to be heard. They want to be able to know that someone's actually hearing what they're saying. And so being a good listener, not only in meetings, but on one-to-one basis with people, is super important. And I'm still learning about people, and I guess I'll always be learning that, especially people of the opposite sex. There's all different kinds of meetings we can go to. There's open meetings where, friends and family or just Joe Schmo off the street can come in and check out an AA meeting. There's discussion meetings, there's speaker meetings, there's literature meetings. I don't know which one I prefer, but I frequent the literature meetings. And mainly because, we're actually getting facts from the literature itself. For me, that's important. I like to hear what people have to say about what was read, but what they say isn't always factual. And so listening is important. But I almost always have something to say in an AA meeting. They're important, as well as the fellowship itself. Today I have friends that I can really count on. And today, I am a friend that can be counted on. And I had no idea how to be a friend. So yeah, I can really feel it when I don't hit meetings. And even when I don't get to a meeting, I always make sure that I talk to another member. Staying in contact with others who are on the same path is important for me. It's important for my spiritual health and well-being. It's so easy to get off track, and fall back into my old ways. So one thing I've found that I can practice in meetings is principles before personalities. I'm sure you guys have been to meetings before, if you've been to meetings, I'm sure you've been to meetings that there was someone present that you weren't really wild about. I think we've all experienced that before. Don't close your mind. Don't close your ears. There's sometimes, and I'm speaking from experience, this has happened to me. Sometimes that one person in the room that you kind of wish wasn't there will say exactly what you need to hear. The other thing to consider is when you're in a room full of alcoholics and there's one of them that you're not particularly fond of, you have to ask yourself, I wonder how many meetings I've been to when I've been that person that nobody was particularly fond of. It happens. But don't close your ears and your mind from that one person that kind of gets on your nerves. Don't let it happen. Don't find yourself in a meeting that sucks. Contribute something to it. Become a part of instead of apart from. This is a we program, right? That's what I keep hearing. So it's not just about me and my sobriety, it's about you and about all the others. It's about keeping the fellowship alive. And so we got to learn to be patient. Our supposed code is love and tolerance. Two things that we have the biggest issue with. Love and tolerance, that's our code. It's also our difficulty. Oh gosh, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful morning. Lovely, lovely day. So I hope you guys enjoy your day. And I'll see you on the next trip.